Hi everyone, happy Monday and welcome to Shelf-Induced Chaos with Elle. I'm Elle, for those of you that don't know me or haven't been to my channel before, welcome, all are welcome here. Today we're going to be talking about bookish tropes and specifically why they wouldn't work in real life. Or why they would 100% get you arrested, ghosted, or at the very least, side-eyed into absolute oblivion. Before I make a start, I also wanted to note that sometimes you will come to my channel and I'll have a lovely face of makeup on and my hair will be done beautifully. Other times you're going to come across me and I'm going to look like a 1700s cholera ghost, as I do today, and that's okay. If you love me at my makeup, you're going to love me at my bare skin. Thank you to everyone that's contributed comments and ideas and tropes for me to discuss. I really appreciate you taking the time to do that. So let's dive right in. Let's kick things off with enemies to lovers and that absolutely miracle transformation that we all tend to get a little bit hooked on when it comes to our romance era. Let's be honest, real life enemies don't just accidentally brush hands and fall magically and deeply in love for a start. If someone is truly your nemesis, chances are that it's for a reason, like, for example, ruining your life. Therapy exists for a reason, guys. Perfect example of this, Darius and Tori, the Zodiac Academy. Girl, the dude tried to drown you. Do not spend your life with him. I'd be getting a restraining order. And a secondary example, the hating game. In real life, HR would have an absolute field day with this. Just not realistic. But do I love it? Yes. Okay, so the next one that I'm going to talk about is the I'm not like other girls protagonist. Newsflash, yes you are. You are like a lot of other girls. In reality, this trope usually means that the main character has around zero personality outside of hating pink and killing everything in sight. Now you guys know that for my sins, I absolutely love Twilight. But not like other girls' energy is absolutely radiated from Bella when it comes to this trope. We get it, Bella, you're different, but you're really not. Second example of this, Akatar, A Court of Thorns and Roses, fairer, however you want to pronounce that, by the way, because we all pronounce it a little bit differently. Her whole identity in book one is just, I kill things and I'm not girly. Alright, what else? Now, you're probably going to sense a little bit of a pattern here, but do I absolutely still love those tropes and will I absolutely still read Twilight regularly as well as Akatar? 100%, yeah, I will. Okay, so next up is the love triangle, or the love triangle that makes no sense. Two equally hot, charming, and available people fighting over one person, statistically improbable. In reality, our main love interest would make a decision quite quickly and our loser would be in therapy, not lurking dramatically in doorways with darkened eyes. Also, can I just say, a love triangle? Ain't nobody got time for that. Example of this, The Hunger Games, Katniss. A war is happening. Focus on that. Next up, we have one of my absolute favourites. It's our accidental one bed trope. First things first, hotels generally have sofas. Second of all, if we parallel that into enemies to lovers, if you are travelling with somebody that you low-key hate, you are not sleeping next to them. You are going to be building some sort of pillow fort to keep them out of your personal space. There is going to be a barrier. Also, in real life, hotel staff are going to be checking that reservation. I'm not even going to give an example for this one because there are too many to count. Next! Here we have the mysterious bad boy who's actually just toxic. If a guy only communicates in smirks and threats, that is a red flag. It is not a green flag. Where is the red flag guy when you need him? Just because he's had a tragic past does not mean he has to be a tragic person, and also does not mean that he's emotionally unavailable. Perfect example of this. After Hardin, you are not brooding. You are toxic, my darling. So there are just some of the thoughts that I have on some of these tropes, but I also wanted to share with you some of the comments and thoughts that I'd had from friends, Bookstagram and other places. The first one, the stalker trope, haunting Adeline to be specific. These would never work in real life. Restraining orders galore, and tell you now, right to jail. Right away. Someone left me a comment here about Den of Vipers being their main issue. You can't have 5 guys and 1 girl. The mechanics of it, guys. This one isn't specifically a trope, but the comment absolutely had me howling. Grandma always knew. There's always a wise old lady or a smug best friend who calls it from day one. Oh honey, I knew you two were in love all along. Did you, Nana? Did you really? Thank you to everyone that contributed comments there. They were absolutely hilarious for me to spend some time reading through, and very, very similar to my thoughts too. So I've definitely found my people. The last trope that I wanted to talk about was this whole fake dating trope. I have such an issue with this one. Okay, we have to pretend that we're dating each other so that I can get out of some sort of awkward social faux pas or some sort of awkward kind of embarrassing feeling of being single. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being single, guys. You don't have to be dating a billionaire to make your grandma happy. It's as simple as that. So now that my rant is over, it's probably a good time for you guys to join me in the comments and continue this rant. It's Monday. Let's complain about stuff. So yeah, next time you read about a love triangle or an accidental one-bed situation, just remember, in real life, things would be way, way messier and way less romantic. But let's be honest, we're still going to eat this stuff up like the book gremlins that we are, and that's okay. So that's all for today, people. If you ever find yourself in an accidental one-bed situation, just book another room like a normal person. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to read an Enemies to Lovers book and pretend that it actually makes sense. Don't judge me. Bye.